Waiting for the final cars. There we go. 5 red lights. Pause. And go. Pause seemed a bit long there. But off we go. Clean start. Nice start by Nizmax. Into the first corner. Let's see. Does everyone keep it clean? Looks like DW's gotten his way into second and possibly first. Nizmax will come back on the inside. And a great start by the 2 Red Bulls, first and third. DW trying his luck around the outside there. Getting a bit frantic at the start. So got to keep an eye on Gavin. Really quick all weekend. He started in 8th place. He's currently in 10th. So he's lost 2 positions. Got to keep an eye on him. We know he's quick. Probably be coming through the order. And look at this battle. We've got Captain Ice in second. RZDV 2000 in third. TnB DW in fourth. And all of them within half a second of each other. Captain Ice doing a good job for the time being. Some good defensive driving. Now the good thing for Nizmax is while this is happening, he's able to run off into the distance. Because when you're driving like Captain Ice is driving now, you're spending a lot of time in your mirrors. And it slows you down. He's keeping it for now, he's putting up a fight, goes down the inside at the hairpin. They're going to go down the main straight side by side. Who's going to be bravest on the brakes? Robbie's got the outside. Very nice on the brakes. Captain Ice holds it together. Or did he lose it? Sorry, bad camera angle. Seems like Robbie got it. I wish I had a better camera angle for that because I didn't see that on screen. But it was a good move. It must have been a good move. He's up into second and now he needs to chase the second or the first Red Bull, who's 5 seconds up the road. He got away while that battle was happening. Just right on board here and get a better view of this battle. Last driver wants to get by. Maybe it's worthwhile to just wait for that right part of the circuit. Get that 2 bites at DRS. Get as close as you can in the first one. Try and get as good an exit as you can. Activate DRS into the second one and have a go into that first corner. And just repeat until you get it right. It's probably the safest part of the track. There we go, he activates DRS, pulls up side by side with Captain Ice on the back straight, heading towards the hairpin. And he's gotten him. He's gone around the outside. Captain Ice, nice on the inside, hasn't given up. Unfortunately, Gavin will get DRS because that gets activated on the straight before. And now he's just going to get a little bit of a buffer into turn 1. And he's managed to get by. Another man who does not run assists, currently in 9th place, the second Force India of Springbok Gamer. So having a good race, he's inside the points for the time being. On a set of super softs. 40 laps to go. Very long way to go. Anything can happen. So keeping an eye on that gap at the front. It was 12 seconds, it's now 10. So Nismax has pulled 2 seconds back. Now just dipping into the 9s. So definitely the quicker tyre at this point in the race. Only lap 22. Definitely not the same as the 50% distance of the race. You think about the race differently over distance, and you've got to think with more patience. Be interesting who prepared for a wet race, who did some laps in the wet. And I'd love to know the comparison. How many laps practiced in the dry, how many laps practiced in the wet, and then it practically rained the whole race. .7 of a second to be exact. Springbok Gamer in the Force India coming under pressure from Fossey in the Ferrari. They're looking to make an impact on this race, being between 9th and 10th for majority of the race. Sure, he's also put in a lot of practice time over the week. And if you haven't prepared for the rain, sometimes you get a very frustrating, and now we've got a spin, a big spin from the Force India driver. Just losing it on the way out of the corner. No traction, completely spinning around, and that allows the Ferrari driver, Fossey, to go through into 8th. A few more championship points to his name. Just joined Captain Ice on lap 37. See how his race is going. He's currently in 4th place in the 2nd Red Bull. Good showing for Red Bull in Malaysia. I'll be happy with that, with those points if they can finish like that. 2nd and 4th. Quite far adrift from DW. Doesn't look like he'll be getting on the podium unless one of those top 3 make a mistake. But he's got a comfortable gap to 5th. But he's got 30 seconds. So looks pretty comfortable there. Just needs to maintain his pace, maintain that gap behind him. And if someone makes a mistake up front, he's going to find himself on the podium. Let's stretch. Just looking at that gap now, I said it was 6, it's now 6.8. So it doesn't seem like RZDV got too much of an advantage out of that one extra lap. Probably a bit touch and go. But what I can tell you is it's pushed 3rd place. 3rd place is still on a set of intermediates, 20 seconds behind, but no real need to react in a hurry. Captain Ice over a minute behind in 4th place. So long as he's feeling comfortable in that Force India, he can stay out. But it's It's looking to get harder now, and actually starting to see a lot of standing water on the track. Just keeping focus, holding on until the end, and hoping for a point that could bring him into a points paying position, as well as maybe promote Captain Ice to third. Join our leader on lap 47 of 56. That lead is 13.6 seconds. He leads now from the Force India of TnB DW, who's been promoted to second through the retirement of Nismax. I can tell you from race control, we've got a 5-second stop-go penalty for Jean, obviously speeding in the pit lane. That's also promoted Captain Ice. The retirement of his teammate, the bad luck of his teammate, it's translated into fortune for him, and he finds himself on the final step of the podium. Got a 5-second stop-go penalty for Springbok Gamer coming in from race control, and that's for ignoring blue flags. So I'm sure we'll hear his take on it after the race. We're on board with RZDV as he starts lap 56 of 56. DW also on the main straight now, just starting his final lap. You've got your top two runners on the final lap. It's been a race of ups and downs. At one stage he was behind Nismax and it didn't look like he was going to catch. It had a good 6 seconds there that was stable, but the weather played its part, and it played its part more than once, and it resulted in a bit of a mix-up of a result. We've had casualties: Nismax, Gavin, Munna, Timbo, all fast drivers. Unfortunately not making race distance here at Malaysia. With RZDV now as he goes down the back straight for the final time. Victory just one turn away. No problems there. He goes around the hairpin for the final time, onto the main straight, over the line, and fastest lap on the final lap, a 1:34.2. And what a performance for McLaren. And I think you're looking at your new championship leader, if I'm not mistaken. DW has gone over the line in second. Great job. And Captain Ice, he's already classified as third because he was a lap behind. So takes us down to fourth. I'm going to watch Staffy over the line. Coming up to Forsey to lap him. Might just choose to stay behind him, but Forsey backs off. Going to go around the final hairpin. And that's 5th place, and that means he made up 9 places during the course of the race. Fantastic result. Weza goes over the line, just waiting for the last 2. It's now Def, Seeker and the judge, the only men left out on track, waiting to finish. Def Seeker not long to go now on the back straight. So your judge has finished. Death Seeker will be the last man over the line. And he slows right down over the... There we go, weaves over the line. He's going to go over the line in 9. I think after all said and done, he can be happy with that, finishing in the points. And well, what a race. Let's just hope that McLaren can get the other side of their garage sorted out. Well, let's just have a look at the results. Obviously RZDV winning, coming through in first place, great job. TnB DW in second, Captain Ice in third. Staffy doing a great job, coming over the line in fourth for Williams. First of your Merc runners, TnB Weather, came through in fifth. Then we've got Sean in sixth, Springbok Gamer seventh, Fossey in eighth, Deathseeker ninth, and Judge managed to get through in 10th, taking up the last position and the last point.